YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it is absolutely freezing. There's snow on the ground. It's actually like kind of slightly snowing right now, but today is a good day. We are taking delivery of the new car. We've actually already taken delivery. I'm just gonna show you the new car, reveal it to you guys. We're gonna take a drive. We're gonna talk about what my plans are for the vehicle, you know, like the build. And I just wanna say huge thanks to everybody that's been supporting the channel lately. This is absolutely crazy to me to think that I just bought a car strictly for YouTube. So if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, my brand new 2019 BMW 540i rear wheel drive. This car is spec'd out. I'm gonna take you guys through some of what this car has in terms of features, how it was spec'd. Let's hop in, we'll go for a drive. I'll overlay some B-roll of some sexy shots of the car for you guys to take a look. Let's do it. All right, we're in the car. It's absolutely freezing outside. I don't know if you guys can see that. 22 degrees out. Oh my goodness gracious, it's freezing. I cannot wait for summer, but that's all off topic. Let's jump back on topic, which is this car. Let's talk about the spec real quick because it's an interesting spec, at least in my opinion, and from some of the research. Been waiting forever. Let's go. The car is Alpine white, which I'm sure some BMW guys are gonna be like, that's amazing, cool, you got an Alpine white car. I'll be honest, like, I've never liked white cars in my entire life. I just had no opportunity but to buy this car in white because it has these absolutely beautiful mocha seats. It has the executive package, so it has the cross stitching, it has like the 30-way adjustable lumbar support. I mean, these seats are like absolutely amazing. I had these seats in an X550i, I don't know, like 4 or 5 cars ago, and I absolutely love them. They feel like captain chair seats. They're amazing. Another portion or spec that this car has is the M Sport. Now, of course, you know, you get the M Sport steering wheel, you get the M Sport front bumper, rear bumper, brake, suspension, etc. That was super important to me. The car has some really good bones, or like a really good foundation, at least in my opinion, to do something kind of cool with. So now that you guys have the spec locked in, let's talk about some of the things that are currently wrong with this car because it is not perfect. I'll put a screenshot up here for you guys to see. The car was actually repossessed from the owner before I bought it. So like your car gets repossessed, you're not taking good care of the car. And the car has some things that I'm in the process of addressing. Number one, the front left headlight, part of it is out. So I have some yellow DRLs coming for the car anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. The car also was extremely dirty when I got it. Like, the detail on this thing made it look a million times better. It's missing the key cover on the handle as well. Another thing that is wrong with this vehicle is the trunk was repainted. Not that big of a deal, but when they repainted the trunk, there was overspray that somehow got on the rear diffuser, that got inside the car. I mean, like, when I did the detail shop took like a very small amount of acetone to lift some of the white paint that was on the interior of the vehicle, so it all came out, but it was just like little specks. It wasn't like crazy, but like still, like, how do you paint a car on the outside and get paint on the inside? But then when I debadged the car, they must have not let the paint cure after painting the trunk and then just slapped on the 540 logo, and it like imprinted into the car. So I have to have that wet sanded and taken care of. I know for sure 2 of these rims are bent. One of them is cracked. That's why you guys see my air pressure here, because one of them has a small leak. The other one is slightly bent. This thing is not in the best of shape, if I'm being completely honest, but honestly, that is really what I wanted as a project car. I wanted to buy a car that I can do as much modifications to as I wanted and not have any fear of losing value, or, you know, thinking to myself like I'm like losing the money on this vehicle because I'm modifying it. Like, why don't I get something that has higher mileage, that has some story, has some character behind it? And that's exactly what this 540 has. It has 62,000 miles on it, and you know, I picked it up for what I would consider a really good deal. I shopped all over the place and I used a lot of things to my advantage. I got a pre-purchase inspection on the vehicle as well, so I really got to see what was wrong with the car, what was good with the car, etc. One of the last things that is currently wrong with the car is the mirror caps are absolutely cooked. I mean, they're carbon fiber. They're actually real carbon fiber, but they are like, one of them, all the clear coat is off. They just look like down horrendous. So of course, I have some sponsors and I have some modifications that are coming to this car to fix all those things and then some, obviously, which is leading us into like, what are my plans with the 5 Series? Because there's been a bunch of B58 builds on YouTube, on the internet, and I really want to do something different than what most people have done. You know, to me, when I think of the 5 Series, I just think of like a baby M5, right? Like, it has this luxurious, sporty kind of boat feeling to it. And I really want to capitalize on that, and I want to do a big single top mount turbo build on this and have a built trans, honestly try and build a motor, and you know, really make this like 650, 700 wheel horsepower rear wheel drive monster. Throw some bead locks on the back, you know, have it as a car for if you want to do a 50 roll. Like, I'm gonna give you the business. But then in the same breath too, like maybe have it as like a fun drift car as well. So really, essentially, like a fake M5. Like, that's what this car will turn into, even with a M5 bumper and fender conversion kit, then the top mount, and then a bunch of interior bits. This car is going to transform super quick. So I'm super excited for the upcoming content. I didn't want to make this video super long. I just really wanted to show you guys the car, let you know that I already have a bunch of modifications already locked in for the vehicle, that will be getting installed this week and next week. And like, it's going to be stage 2 downpipes within like a matter of a few days, and like, I'm going to be ripping donuts and like having a bunch of fun in this car. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed to the channel, that supports the channel. It's crazy to me that like how much the channel has grown, and like, you know, a lot of people are just like reaching out to me like, hey, when are you uploading again? Like, I haven't seen an upload from you in like 7 days. Where are you at? So like, I love that. Keep that up. Make sure you guys drop a comment. Let me know if you guys like the new purchase, if you guys think it's stupid, if you're like, dude, why did you buy a clapped out 540, or if you're like, man, it's kind of a cool idea, and like, I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with it. Obviously, I didn't tell you guys all of my plans because I got to keep, you know, somewhat of an element of a surprise to it, and you know, let's make it fun.